Did you see what happened to the market yesterday? Whoa! What happened to the markets? Down, down, down. The prices are down. Let's get straight into it.
Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader.
Alright, in this video guys, man, I tell you what guys, didn't those flags work out well yesterday? I put a video yesterday talking about the 4 different types of flags. Not just continuation flags, but reversal flags. If you haven't got to see that, go see it, whatever, on my blog or whatever. official.how.com, click on the blogs, you'll be able to see it there. Anyway, so the prices are down, and I explain more about this in the actual chart itself. So, we went yesterday, yesterday, what actually happened in the markets? Well, the last couple of days we've been running up like this, and then we've just been doing this. And I said yesterday that strong buyers, weak buyers equals stronger sellers. And guess what happened? Guess what happened today? I just put a video, an image out. The market did that, straight that. It actually went down, back up, test resistance, and went straight back down. That's the E-mini S&P anyway on the hourly chart. I haven't actually checked the S&P 500 cash chart, but the E-mini S&P December chart has actually seen that. So anyway guys, without further ado, let's get to the chart.
Onto the S&P 500 for the first chart we're going to look at. And in this chart here we can see, if I scroll this up, squeeze this up, I know there's a lot of lines on here, isn't there? Let's actually just pull some of these off. It's don't worry, I'm thinking of something else when I just said that word pull. Anyway, so we had this straight line coming down through here. We can see that's exactly where we totally rejected. Now we're getting a slight little divergence on the stochastic tool too. What does that mean? Well, not sure, but we did get a pullback straight down towards these support levels through here, and it's looking very weak as well too. We had a bit more of a volume than yesterday, bouncing off this resistance level here, and there's I think there's a few job announcements coming out, on a few announcements that are coming out tomorrow as well too. This is the economic calendar for tomorrow. We've got jobless claims. We've also got existing home sales. Nothing big there. I also heard that there was something about a rate announcement or something. Not sure. Yeah, when are they going to start raising rates? That'd be the question, right? So you can see what's happening here on the S&P 500 chart. And I talked about yesterday that the bullish and bearish flags. I talked about this type of reversal flag through here. And you can see here that I actually talked about this in yesterday's video, and I said if you look at this here, it had strong buyers and then there's weak sellers. You can see how it's really broken out. It broke out, came back up, rejected it, and then came straight back down towards this level of support. So that's actually looking really weak, guys, overall. And you can see I can see more downside to come out of this, but we are at this level of support now. It's exactly what happened last time. You see that there? It broke up, hit resistance, had 1 or 2 down days, and then bounced straight back up and continued higher. Are we likely to do that again? I don't think so. Should I say, if it does, it won't last long. Man, my volume is so high with you guys there. Let me turn this down. All right. And the reason why I say that is because you can see we're building this bullish reversal flag here again. Yeah, so a bullish looking but a reversal flag, as you can see. So to me, guys, I see that we're likely to break out of this, and when we do break, we're likely to break hard. So that's on the S&P 500. The Dow Jones, the chart's going to appear, and abracadabra, internet's working, charts appear. Cool. So you can see with the Dow Jones, right, we got almost to this resistance level up the top here, and then we break down. We're still at the top of this channel, still getting that sort of divergence action happening. I talked about on the hourly chart once again, this bullish looking reversal flag where the market runs up, had these strong buys, weaker buys, and now we had a pullback. You can see the last hour really came down quite not hard, but it came down a lot harder for the last hour than it did during the first sort of half hour. You can see it ran up, made a new high for the last couple of days at least, and then came back down, went sideways, and then broke through that and came back down again. So it was pretty much a sideways nothing day into the last hour of trading, for most of the indices. And the Russell was the one that got hit the hardest, which that was down over 1.5%. You can see here that the market really came down, double top, everything's coming down. And as I was saying before, guys, if you look at the peaks and troughs on this chart here, you can see here on the Russell especially that we are still making lower peaks. So that's still very weak on the overall movement through there. So, and also the Nasdaq as well too. Nasdaq had a down day as well too. We're trying to break out of that reversal flag right now. You can see this on the hourly chart. This is actually drawings from yesterday's video, and I talked about that the market is likely to break out of this. We did have a down day through there. It ended up closing a little bit less than 1%, so 0.8%. But I am still seeing a lot more downside to come. So anyway, guys, once again, if you see the Nasdaq is bouncing off the 200 moving average. The Russell is not. The Dow Jones is very close to it, but it's not. Look at that. Tell me that's not going to start coming off. That thing's just going to go like that. You watch. S&P 500, look at that thing. Look at that. Just up, little step up. You watch this. Wham! Watch this come straight down. So I'm willing to put money on it. Actually, I do put money on it. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that's what I do see on that. Gold even had a small down day as well too, by the way. As I said before, is like, I had someone come out and say, oh, well, gold's bullish now because it's bouncing back up. Nah, bullshit. Gold's bearish. Gold's bearish for the short term. We're starting to step down through here, and maybe another 1 or 2 down days, maybe, and then up we go again, breaking past the 200 moving average. And that's it for me, guys.
So, did you see the charts? Don't you like those bullish and bearish reversal flags? They work well, right? Man, it's hot in this bitch. Forgot to turn the aircon on before I did this video. Anyway, guys, so, did you see those bullish and bearish reversal flags? Keep an eye out for that. What do I see moving forward for tomorrow? More downside to come. Is this the start of another mini crash? Harry Dent comes out within the last week, and says we are likely to get another mini crash, and his prediction is this. I'm not saying he's true. I'm not saying it's true. I'm a day trader. I'm not a day trader. I'm a short-term swing trader. I trade anywhere from get in one day, get out the next day, or hold on for a couple of weeks. Just depends on what my system's doing. But Harry Dent says we're likely to do this. Now, is he right? I don't know, but I'd like to get your feedback on it. So, the market had a crash, came back up, had a little bit of a pullback, ran back up to another high here, and now we're starting to falter through here now. This is exactly where we are right now. He says, and I quote, we're likely to see another mini crash down, and then a rally back up into December. A rally back up into December. Maybe not make it as high as there, maybe even higher. And then 2016, that's when the first quarter of 2016, that's when we see things really unravel. Now, Martin Armstrong also said that after March, after March of 2016, he says that's when he says things are starting to get unraveled. Donald Trump says we're in a stock market bubble. Tony Robbins has been talking about we've been in trouble for quite some time, guys, and it's like you got to keep an eye on these things, you know what I mean? So anyway, so that's what they're saying. That's what they're predicting. If you know how to read the charts will actually tell you this is happening. By learning how to read the bullish and bearish reversal flags, they're actually showing you. And what you want to do is you want to get good at reading charts, reading the peaks and troughs, reading the strength and moves, because that's going to show you what's likely to happen moving forward. Make sense, guys? So So we've got two people. We've got Mr. Harry, and we've got Martin Armstrong. Martin, it's M-A-R-T-I-N. Martin. He says crash is coming in 2016. Harry Dent says the crash is coming in 2016. Robert Kiyosaki. Robert says crash in 2016. What do you think is going to happen in 2016? I'm not saying it's going to be a crash, but we'll see what happens. But for the short term anyway, this here is what Mr. Harry Dent is going to say it's going to happen, and then it's going to do this. Is he right? I don't know. Let's see what actually happens with the market itself. I do believe that the market's likely to pull back in November, because there's a lot of fundamental news and a lot of stuff that's coming out in the markets in November, and I'll talk more about it in another video. So anyway guys, that's it from me. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and yeah, finish your fears today.